What's up YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to crack the code and scale to multiple 7 figures in your digital business. All right guys, so here's the deal. I absolutely love doing videos like this because believe it or not, I absolutely nerd out on business strategy, business concepts, tactics and techniques, and ways for you to scale. Now, I really want you to pay attention from here on out all the way until the end of the video because this is the stuff right here. This is the cracked code. This is the playbook. This is it. So stick with me till the end. I'm gonna give you 3 exact ways on how you can scale a digital business from nothing to 7 or multi-7 figures. All right, so first things first, I gotta get this out of the way. This works best for digital products specifically. Now, the reason that I say it works best for digital products specifically is for multiple reasons, right? One, it's all about scale, and scale needs speed, AKA the time it takes you to get to market at scale, right? So that's one right there. The other one is digital products have this adaptability for you to be able to adjust, change, for you to basically empower the business or make any changes you need in order to actually pivot to get to 7 figures. You can do those things in the digital business like overnight. That's why you can hear about overnight millionaires or this or that or whatever, but it's true. If you make certain changes in a digital business, there are ways that you can get to that point really, really fast. All right, so you're probably wondering to yourself, okay, what falls under the umbrella of a digital business? Well, that would definitely be recruiting. It would be coaching, like selling your knowledge. It would be doing things like e-commerce, drop shipping, maybe graphic design or designing websites, or maybe even just software. All right, so now I'm gonna give you 3 exact ways in the playbook on how to get to multi-7 figures in your digital business. Now, hear me out on this. You don't actually need to utilize all 3 of these strategies. If you were able to accomplish just one singular strategy I'm about to lay out, you can actually get to multiples of your business. You can magnify your profits massively or get yourself to a valuation where you can actually exit the business. Okay, so number 1 is probably the most obvious, and this is gonna sound really, really easy, but increase your pricing. All right, now I know exactly what you're thinking. Ben, my grandmother who dropped out of high school, who's 100 years old in 1939, already thought about that idea. Okay, I hear you out, but here's the deal. You can only do this. You can only raise prices, right, at a magnitude that's gonna get you to the point where you're at 7 or multi-7 figures if you have proven that you have no sensitivity to price changes. If you've raised prices in the past, if you've continuously raised prices and you've had no resistance or no slowdown in your sales, right, of that product or service, then you have no price sensitivity, which means you are just ripe for raising your prices. Simply by raising the price of your widget or of your service package by $1,000 or $2,000 per unit of sold goods, right? Overnight, you can quite literally change the trajectory of your entire take home forever. You can literally change everything in your business just by changing a small fraction of what you're charging and up the pricing and change everything about not only the take-home profit, but like I said earlier, the actual valuation of the company itself that you run. All right, so of course there is one thing that I have to warn you about with price changes. Now, hear me out on this. If you go ahead and change your price, but you double your price, right? Overnight, like I don't know where you're charging $10,000 and then you start charging $20,000. Look, customers have the ability to see value versus price, okay? And definitely smart customers understand when they're just being price gouged, okay? So that is not a smart move to do. You absolutely want to be in good faith with your customers. You don't want to double your prices overnight. You can incrementally raise your prices. That's exactly how things should go as you incrementally add value. That's the way to raise prices, not by doubling prices overnight. That's an absolute recipe for failure and disaster. All right, so onward to the second strategy on how you can increase your profits on a digital product or digital business to 7 or multi-7 figures. And this one takes a little bit more brain power than just upping the couple zeros on your price tag. This is more strategic. This is basically looking at your LTV, otherwise known as your lifetime value of a customer, okay? So let's dive into that real quick. All right, so the easiest way to explain this one is stop thinking of your business as transactional. Stop thinking about, take my money, here's your product, see you never. How about take my money, here's your product. How about you stick around a little bit and check out some more things that we have to offer? This is what the strategy is. The strategy is that you create an ecosystem with multiple complementary products to your flagship product, right? You might be selling one specific thing, right? Like let's just say it's software, right? And you sell a software bundle or a software development product, right? You have a set fee for that. That's great, that's fine. But what if you added onto that something like maintenance or something like, revamping the software or, something like any sort of support, right? Anything that you can charge as add-on features that are complementary and actually tangibly valuable to the customer, right? Now you're creating an ecosystem around your digital business. You have other products that you can add on into bundles and or that you can upsell to your customers after the fact that they've bought your flagship product. Like for instance, tell me you wouldn't be mad if, for instance, somebody bought your flagship product and then for whatever reason they bought something else that paid you $250 a month for 16 months after they bought the flagship product. I'll let you do the math on how many customers you have, how many people buy your flagship product, and how many people would actually buy the complementary product that pays $250 a month, and do the math on that, and you'll be really surprised how quickly you can actually get to 7 and multi-7 figures. Now, even consider that if you have 5 or 6 complementary products. Now with strategy number 2, you start to get really, really savvy and really, really creative about the value you can deliver to your customer because you start to get to know your customer avatar even better. Like you start thinking, what do they need? Like what does the customer need after they work with me utilizing one specific thing? After they work with me with the flagship product, what's gonna just add more and more value to their life? Like what's gonna add to my original product that's gonna make everything 10x for the customer, right? Because it's always about the customer and their value. So when you can add ancillary, complementary products to that, your bottom line is just gonna go up and up and up and up and up and up. All right, so number 3, this is the third way that you can scale your business to 7 and multi-7 figures if you run a digital business mostly. So this is by addressing a much broader market than you already do. All right, so let's just say you're a software company, and as a software company, you do something that connects buyers with sellers or agents with leads or something like that, right? And that's your market. Like that's what your software does, and that's exactly how you operate, and your run rate is like $1 million a year. Well, what if we wanted to take that run rate to multi-7 figures per year, like $3-4 million a year? Well, there's a hack for that, and it's called addressing a larger market. So you serve real estate agents, right? But what about like coaches? What about maybe like people that need leads in general, right? What about everybody? How about becoming a lead gen company rather than just generating leads for real estate agents, right? Like just look at your market, look outside your market, understand the value you provide, and understand the market that you can actually address that's bigger and broader than the one that you have been. Boom! Instantly, right then and there, you have just created a B2B market, a B2C market, a B2anything market where you're able to basically produce and deliver value to like quadruple the amount of people you previously were. You just quadrupled your business overnight, quite literally, by changing your addressable market. Like that's how huge this move can be. Just broaden the audience, broaden the branding. All it takes is changing who you are, maybe the name, maybe the branding, maybe kind of just a little bit of the marketing, that type of thing. And all of a sudden you quadruple the amount of people you can serve. Guys, these are not brand new spanking ideas. These are ideas that people talk about all the time, implement all the time, and get super good results from all the time. I just wanted to make this video so that you guys actually hear these ideas, understand these ideas, and hopefully implement these ideas in your digital business, whether it's recruiting, coaching, whether it's software, whether it's graphic design, whether it's website, whatever it is in the digital space, whatever you're doing, right? Understand these 3 tactics can take you further than you ever thought you'd be. Hey, and like I mentioned, if you only implement one of these strategies, right, your business will change for the better forever. If you manage to hack all 3 of these strategies, your business is going to the moon. I guarantee it. But you can only focus on one at one time, right? So do that and then move on to the next one, right? Just do all 3 of them over time, right? You don't need to move that fast. You can't move that fast. Won't work, trust me. But when you can implement all 3 of these things, you're literally gonna skyrocket to the moon. Hey, if you found value in this video, please smash that like button. Also, give that subscribe button a tap if you want more of this content. And if you're not in my Facebook group, Recruiter Empire, link in description. We have 16,000 entrepreneurs in the group just waiting for you. They're just waiting for you to join. Link in description. We want to see you in there. And I will see you guys next time.